Life is certainly an exciting journey full of ups and downs, challenges and triumphs. In this constant quest for purpose and sustainability, we often encounter habits that can block us from reaching our full potential. Together, let's look at 7 such habits that make us vulnerable and explore how to overcome them with principles. On this fascinating journey of information, we will turn to ancient Greek philosophy, coming from Zeno in the 3rd century BC. This philosophy provides us with timeless wisdom to help us navigate the complexities of modern life, teaching us to stand above challenges and focus on what we can control. As we try to bring virtues such as wisdom, courage, and self-discipline into our lives, we begin to realize that some habits can become obstacles. Interfering with our self-image, they require change. As we dive into these 7 habits, we realize that self-awareness is the first step to our transformation. Remember, recognizing and acknowledging these habits in us opens the door to replacing them with ethical principles. These principles become our strength, purpose, and source of inner peace, allowing us to accept the challenges of life with dignity. Thus, every step of this journey is worth immersing ourselves in, opening before us the opportunity for deep self-knowledge and a fulfilling life. The first habit we encounter is time thief-nation. It's like the epithet said, the act of putting off tasks and responsibilities. We often find ourselves in a society where we are surrounded by people whose presence does not lift us up, but rather undermines our resolve and impedes progress. The nation's historical remedy lies in the concept of seizing the day in the mind. The focus here is on the present moment and making the most of it. The philosopher suggests that we focus on what is in our control, letting go of what is not in our control. Nation, he argues, often arises from fixating on the potential outcomes or difficulties of a task instead of simply acting. The historic principle of focusing on process rather than outcome becomes the key to overcoming this habit. Setting small, manageable goals and consistently working toward them will help free oneself from the shackles of nationhood. Accepting the discomfort and uncertainty of the present moment will allow us to grow and evolve, gaining the strength to tackle bigger challenges. Let's remind ourselves that time is a finite resource, and every day we put off becomes a day lost forever. So let's learn to use our time wisely by focusing on the present, accepting challenges, and taking action. For it is in these moments of challenge that we find the strength to really grow. Habit number 2 is negative internal dialogue, the enemy within. As Marcus Aurelius said, our life is what our thoughts make it. Thus, it is important to be aware of how we talk to ourselves, as it has a profound impact on our self-esteem, confidence, and overall well-being. Negative internal dialogue becomes a habit that weakens us, prevents us from reaching our true potential, and destroys our self-confidence. Mysticism invites us to take control of our thoughts, replacing negative rationality and self-attribution. Marcus Aurelius, as the great Roman emperor and philosopher, emphasized the importance of monitoring inner dialogue. He encouraged us to strive to maintain a positive and rational view of the world. Start by observing your thoughts without judgment. Distinguish when thoughts of self-criticism or doubt come and ask yourself questions. Are these thoughts based on fact, or are they simply the product of fear and insecurity? Are they worth trusting? Practice self-compassion by treating yourself with kindness and understanding as a friend in a similar situation. By replacing the negative inner dialogue with the historical principles of rationality and compassion, you will discover inner strength and resilience. This will give you the power to face life's challenges with confidence and grace, focusing not on mistakes, but on what you can learn from them for personal growth and improvement. Habit number 3 is seeking external approval, the approval trap. Stop expecting things that happen and start paying attention to the things that never happen. Seeking external approval is a habit that often makes us vulnerable to the opinions and judgments of others, weakening our feelings of self-worth and happiness. Epithet, known for his teachings on the self, emphasize the importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. The desire for external approval falls into the realm of what lies beyond our control. We cannot control how others perceive or judge us, but we can control our thoughts, actions, and character. To free yourself from the approval trap, begin by recognizing the futility of seeking approval from external sources. Realize that no matter how hard you try, you cannot control the opinions of others. Instead, focus your energy on developing virtues such as wisdom, honesty, and kindness. The epithet encourages us to align our actions with our own values and principles rather than seeking approval from others. When you act in accordance with your own moral compass, you will find a sense of inner approval that is far more meaningful and sustainable than external praise. Thus, by freeing yourself from dependence on external opinion, you open the way to stronger self-esteem and inner happiness. Habit number 4 is complaining, a habit of powerlessness. If we are upset by external events, the pain is not caused by the events themselves, but by our evaluation of them. This assessment we can change at any time. Complaining is a habit that weakens us, directs our attention to the negative aspects of life, reinforces a victim mentality, and sustains the cycle of powerlessness. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in his Reflections that our perception of external events is ultimately within our control. Stress is not caused by the events themselves, but by our interpretation of them. Complaining about external circumstances only reinforces a state of powerlessness and discontent. To break the habit of complaining, practice gratitude and perspective shifting. Instead of focusing on what you don't have or what is going wrong, pay attention to what you do have and what is going right. Consider the big picture and realize that challenges and failures are opportunities for growth and learning. Worth encourages us to embrace the innate unpredictability of life and develop emotional resilience in the face of difficulties. By changing your perspective and taking responsibility for your reactions, you will find that complaints no longer hold you back and you will be able to face life's challenges with a sense of confidence. Thus, by changing your perspective on the world, you are freed from the web of powerlessness and begin to see every difficulty as an opportunity to grow and become stronger. Habit number 5 is pursuit of empty pleasures, the illusion of happiness in material possessions. True happiness lies in the ability to enjoy the present, free from the restless dependence on the future. However, the unbridled pursuit of material things and wealth often leaves us feeling empty and unsatisfied. This habit weakens our feelings of contentment, distracts us from the deeper and more meaningful aspects of life, and teaches us to find happiness in the present moment. Seneca, the great philosopher, emphasized the importance of distinguishing between wants and needs. Excessive materialism arises from a relentless desire for more and a false belief that owning things will bring long-term happiness. Worth encourages us to reevaluate our desires and prioritize those that align with our values and well-being. To overcome this habit, start practicing contentment with what you have. Recognize that the pursuit of material possessions often leads to a cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. Instead, focus on developing virtues such as wisdom, courage, and kindness, which are the real sources of contentment. Practicing mindfulness and gratitude will help you appreciate the simple pleasures of life and find joy in the present moment. When you free yourself from dependence on material possessions and external status symbols, you will discover a deep sense of inner peace and fulfillment. Habit number 6 is ignoring challenges, the comfort zone trap. As someone smart said, if you want to improve, be willing to be mistaken for stupid and foolish. Avoiding challenges and staying within your comfort zone is a habit that reduces your growth and potential. This habit prevents you from developing resilience, courage, and the ability to adapt to new situations. It teaches us to accept discomfort and hardship as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Pectin believed that personal growth and self-mastery often come from overcoming challenges and pushing beyond one's limits. Avoiding challenges not only limits our potential, but also prevents us from experiencing life fully. It encourages us to step out of our comfort zone and confront the unknown with courage and determination. To get rid of the comfort zone trap, start by identifying areas of your life where you tend to avoid challenges, whether in your career, relationships, or personal endeavors. Recognize where you have gambled on safety and commit to taking considered risks. It's worth emphasizing the importance of practicing virtue in the face of difficulty. When faced with challenges, focus on developing virtues such as resilience, patience, and perseverance. Accept the discomfort of the unknown and trust in your ability to adapt and grow. In the end, embracing challenges will not only be a means to new heights, but also a source of personal growth and fulfillment. Habit number 7 is preoccupation with the past, chains of regret. Your mind is subservient to you, not external events. Allow it, and you will find strength. Preoccupation with the past, especially past mistakes and regret, is a habit that weakens your ability to move forward and find peace in the present. This habit can lead to guilt, shame, and stagnation. Stoicism teaches us to accept the past for what it is and focus on what is within our control in the present and future. Marcus Aurelius, in his Reflections, reminds us that we have power over our minds and thoughts, even if we cannot change the past. Diving into past mistakes only keeps the cycle of regret and self-abuse going and encourages us to practice forgiveness and use our past experiences as opportunities for learning and growth. To overcome the habit of dwelling on the past and begin by recognizing and accepting your past mistakes. Realize that making mistakes is part of human nature and does not define your worth or potential. Practice self-compassion and forgiveness. Treat yourself with the same benevolence you would offer a friend. Worth also encourages us to focus on the present moment and take meaningful action toward our future goals and aspirations. When you shift your attention from the past to the present, you will discover a renewed sense of purpose and the power to create a brighter future. In our journey through the 7 habits that make you weak, We explored the deep wisdom of the mind and how its principles can empower us to overcome these habits. Negative inner talk, seeking external approval, complaining, excessive materialism, avoiding challenges, and preoccupation with the past. All of these habits can be transformed by adopting an ethical mindset. Worth teaches us to focus on what is within our control, to develop virtues and accept the challenges of life with courage and resilience. It encourages us to find happiness in the present moment and let go of the need for external approval and material possessions. It empowers us to step out of our comfort zone and learn from our past without being bound by regret. As you embark on your journey to transform weakness into strength, remember that change takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself and consistently practice those historical principles in your daily life. With dedication and perseverance, you will be able to break free from the embrace of these habits and lead a life filled with purpose, sustainability, and inner peace. Catch the moment and transform your life with footwork and cynicism. If you found the video helpful, be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so before, and also share in the comments which habit to eradicate from your life first. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. I prefer das.